Good morning, students. Today we will be discussing about the female reproductive organs in leech. In the previous lecture, we had discussed about the male reproductive organs in leech, and today's lecture will be focused on the female reproductive organs in leech. This is the diagrammatic representation. All the parts will be discussed in detail in the upcoming slides. Myself, Dr. Balram Sai, Assistant Professor in Zoology, Government Unga College, Bikaner. Female reproductive organs in leech. It consists of a pair of ovisacs, a pair of oviducts, common oviduct, albumin glands, and vagina. Ovisacs. This is the diagrammatic representation showing the various parts in the female reproductive system of Hirudinaria or leech. Ovisacs. There is a single pair of globular ovisacs enclosing coelomic spaces and an ovary in each situated in the 11th segment. This is the picture from where things will be clear. This number shows the 10th segment, 11th segment and 12th segment. In the 11th segment, you can see the ovisac. This is the globular ovisac enclosing the ovary. Each ovary is a coiled nucleated cord from which ova are budded off. It terminates in club-like ends. In the picture, this is the ovisac dissected to show the ovary, in which you can see the club-shaped ends of the ovary. This is the ovisac in which ovary is enclosed, and these are the developing ova, and these are the ovarian strands. The coiled ovaries remain floating in the hemocoelomic fluid enclosed within the ovisacs. This is the hemocoelomic fluid in which ovary is located. Next is the oviducts. From the base of each ovisac arises a short slender tube, the oviduct. This is the ovisac enclosing the ovary, and these are the short and slender tubes which are termed as oviduct. This is the ovisac, ovary and short slender tube called as oviduct. The right oviduct passes beneath the ventral nerve cord. Next is the common oviduct. The oviducts of two sides unite to form a common oviduct which is like an S shape. From the picture, ovary, ovisac, and these are the slender tubes, oviduct, which open into a common oviduct which is like an S shaped. From the picture it is clear. And at the junction of oviducts is a mass of unicellular albumin glands opening into the common oviduct. Here you can see the albumin glands which open into the common oviduct. The common oviduct opens into a pear-shaped muscular vagina. Common oviduct opens into a pear-shaped muscular vagina. Next is the albumin glands. Around the common oviduct, many unicellular albumin glands are present. This is the common oviduct in which the many ducts of the albumin glands open into it. The ducts from these glands open into the common oviduct. So these are the albumin glands and these open into the common oviduct. Next is the vagina. Vagina is a large pear-shaped muscular bag lying in the posterior part of the 11th segment. This is the 11th segment and in the posterior part lies the pear-shaped vagina. From the picture it is clear. It increases in size during the breeding season and also becomes internally thrown into a large number of longitudinal folds. The ova are budded off from the ovaries and pass through the oviducts into the vagina where they remain for some time. Vagina opens to the exterior through a midventral female genital aperture in the second annulus of the 11th segment. That's all in today's lecture, and in the upcoming lectures we will discuss more about the Hirudinaria granulosa. Thanks a lot for paying the attention.